3 weeks into the 2016 Florida legislative session, and what was expected to be a non-controversial election year session is shaping up to be anything but. Education advocates keeping their eye on issues and bills that would directly impact Florida educators and their students, including one that's being called the Trump immigration bill.
If you, as a teacher, as a public employee, if you suspect that that one of your students is undocumented or that their family is undocumented, you're supposed to report them. We care about things like DACA and DAPA, not about reporting them and being, ICE agents and breaking families apart, because that's not what we do. We want to make our community stronger.
Also being debated, funding for construction, renovations, and equipment.
$90 million for 600 charter schools, only $50 million for over 4,000 public schools. They're shortchanging our community. Again, best and brightest, as educators, we feel that it's something that's pretty ridiculous. We're going to be given a bonus based on a test that some of us took 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and depending on your age, you may not have even taken it. So there's age discrimination. There's ethnicity discrimination as well if you came from a different country and you're teaching here now and you were not able to take that test. And we know there's no correlation to my quality as a teacher now, as an educator. Once again, just let down by, our state legislature when they could have put $44 million into something that's a lot more useful and more equitable.
I asked Hernandez-Mats her thoughts on Representative Manny Diaz's bill authorizing charter school management companies even greater power in the charter school approval process.
They make it something easy for their friends, something easy for those businesses that are good for them. It's a shame. It's a shame that we have so many dirty politicians out there looking out for their well-being. But November's coming up. And so there's always a bright side to everything. And so, I just want to encourage, all of those that are out there listening to, this program. Every vote counts and your vote matters. And so we have the opportunity to really change the dynamic of what's happening in Tallahassee. What can we do? Can we make better schools for our students? Can we get the funding that we need? How do we really empower our communities so that we have stronger futures? And so that's what it's all about. So I want everybody to take note that there are some people in our state legislature that should not be there, and it is up to us to make sure that they do not get reelected and that we elect people that care about our children.
The Trump immigration bill having passed the House, now headed for the Florida Senate, where it's expected to die in committee. But Governor Rick Scott announcing his own anti-immigration bill, authorizing him to use military force to round up unwanted immigrants. With 5 weeks remaining in this year's session, lawmakers have plenty of work left to do, including passing a budget, which they failed to do during last year's regular session. This has been From the Desk of. I'm Enrique Baloria. Make sure to check back here for more legislative updates as the session continues.